Hello everybody, welcome to EDU 600. Our course starts on Monday, May 17th. Today it is the 16th of May and I am recording this video which you will find out becomes part of the course. I have an introductory video and various videos throughout the week. We use this one and others as needed, but on a regular basis, when I introduce the materials and go through the actual to-do for the list, you will get a video like this. So, by way of introduction, my name is Kevin Doran. I am the instructor for this class, and I am happy to be teaching it this semester. Now, we have a 7-week version and we have a 14-week version. Everybody that is registered for this course is participating in the 7-week version. So what I'd like to do in the next maybe 10 minutes is to go through some key components of Brightspace, the course, the syllabus, where you can find things. I'll show you exactly what it is I'd like you to do this week, and then I'd like to give the materials over to you, and you can, at will, you can look at the materials, you can take a look at the videos once, twice, 3 times, read the materials, and go from there. So I will try to keep this to 10, maybe 12 minutes at the most. As you can see, I'm in my recording studio. Sometimes I keep the webcam on when I am introducing the topic. Oftentimes I don't. I just I try to get the materials out to everybody on a fairly timely basis. I will try to get the weekly materials to everybody by noontime of Sunday, 2 o'clock at the latest. Once in a while, I will get the materials published and or made available by sometime on Saturday. So let's get right to it. So as you can see, you are looking at our Brightspace page. For those that are new to Brightspace, I have materials on here or on Brightspace, which should help you navigate through and around our course. So right up at the top, we have the main navigational panel, and you'll see we have a course home, which we're here. I'll click on that, double click. So this brings us to the course. You can set it up where every time you come on here, you take a look at the course home page. You can see the announcements. I've sent out 2 announcements to the class. And I also have usually attachments to go along with the announcements. There's all kinds of materials in here. I will not go through those again because I sent them out once, and you can take a look at those, and you can also download the materials at any of these. So this is the home page. There's also additional information in here. Getting around Brightspace, I would suggest for those that have not used it, come in here and explore. Writing style resources. Textbook. For those that do not have your textbook yet, you may be interested in this. I clicked on that, and right here you can see we have a digital version, at least the first few paragraphs, or for the first few weeks are downloaded, and I might even put the full downloaded version on this. So for those that don't have the textbook yet, don't worry about it. You can get all of the materials on here. Okay, so that's what that is. I'm going to go back to the course home. I'm doing this, repeating it so everybody can see what's on here. I'll come down to the bottom again. So here's where we were. So the course is centered around weekly modules. And in this class, it's a 7-week class. So you can see we have module 1, 2, 3, part 2. So oftentimes we have module 3, part 1, part 2, so on and so forth. But I don't use the course homepage that much. Where you'll find the materials, and I think it's easier to navigate, is under content. So right here, once again, you have the textbook. Now, getting around Brightspace, once again, I'd encourage everybody to take a look around. Course writing style resources. But this is where the content, you will find the content. It's in here. Module 1, Module 2. You see right here, it says hidden. Don't worry about that. I'm doing that for the purposes of recording this video. When you get the announcement, probably right now it's 1 o'clock. You'll get that by 2 o'clock today. You will have this. You won't be able to be. You won't see hidden, but I'm looking at an instructor's view right now. What you will see is this. You're going to click on that, but I want to just show you. All of these, we have week 2, module 2, module 3, module 4. All of the modules for the course you will find here. There's a couple other things that you may be interested in poking around, taking a look at this interpretive review assignment. That is actually the final assignment with the course. I'm going to keep that open so people can take a look at it at will. We have library resources and then some just additional information that when you sign on, you won't be able to see all that. I will release the material, just say for module 2, week number 2, I will release that next Sunday. I try not to get too far in advance because if I do, there's a lot of materials for this course, especially in the 7-week version. So what I'll do right now is to click on module 1. And this is the format I use on a regular basis. There's an introduction, and I want to say, publicly, welcome to the class. There's an introductory video right here. This is what I'm recording right now. So I also put this in the announcement that I put out, but it will also be in the weekly materials. Every week I have a weekly overview to-do type of video. So you can see it in text, but you'll also get it in a video. This week also, I'd like you to take a look at this video by Jeff Beaudry. If you didn't know, Jeff is the author of the textbook that we use. Jeff is a close colleague of mine. Myself, Libby Cohen, Jeff Beaudry, and a couple other folks. We teach this course. We don't team teach it, but we get together on a weekly basis and we try to make sure that there's consistencies between our courses. So you will be seeing videos from me. Once in a while I have a video from Libby Cohen, but I also utilize to a large degree videos from Jeff Beaudry. He's the textbook author and he's the lead of this particular course. So this week, what I'd like you to do is read chapters 1, 2, and 17. Take a tour of the course site. Get to know what's in Brightspace. Take a look around. I fully hope that you take the time early on to familiarize yourself with Brightspace, because if you do it now, it'll help as we move forward with the course. I'd like you to select one of 5 abstracts on page 15 and 19 in the text. So go to those pages and then you're going to answer these questions. These can be brief. This doesn't have to, you don't have to write a tremendous amount of material. So I'd like you to select one of the abstracts, go through these. What's the name of the title? What's the purpose? And you can tell that just from the abstract. What type of research? If you don't know, just say you don't know. Some of them specifically say this is qualitative research. It is quantitative research. What was the sample size? What kind of data collection tools they used? And what methods did they use to analyze the data? And then the results. So once again, this doesn't have to be 3 paragraphs. It can be 1 paragraph where you succinctly answer these questions. So I want you to select one of the abstracts and then post the results in one of the discussion forums. And I'll show you where that is in just a minute. What else is in here for this week? There's a huge amount of information, including videos on how do you search for primary resource documents. Primary resource documents are a type of research or research that has been conducted by, just say, Kevin Doran, and then Kevin Doran, me, I publish a paper on it. That is primary research. Secondary researches would be, just say, I'm studying a subject, and then I'm going to write a paper on what other researchers found. That's called secondary sources. We'll get into a lot more detail on that as we move forward. But each one of these are videos on how do you search for primary source documents. These are excellent videos produced by the USM library. It'll give you an overview of how do you even search for these documents. I also want you to begin to identify a research issue or topic that you're interested in. And what I mean by that is you don't need to come up with a definite research proposal, but one of the things that we do in the course is at the end of it, the final assignment, you will take 6 research articles based upon your topic. And I'll have more information on this as we move forward. You'll take 6 articles that you found, and you will write, in effect, a literature review on those 6 articles. That's enough for now. All I want you to do at this point is just think of a subject that you might be interested in exploring this semester. And then I'd like you to participate in several discussion forums. So figure the best way to show you, not everybody is taking Brightspace, is to actually show you how to create a discussion forum. So you'll find for this week, we have our class discussions. I'd like you to briefly introduce yourself to the class. This one, previewing the final paper. There's specific directions in here I'd like you to follow, and then write one question you have about the essay. So you go to chapter 17, and once again, I'd like you to actually do a little research into this. That's the second discussion forum of the week. But then this is really the one I'm going to be taking a look at from the standpoint of, did you follow the instructions? And this is the one where you select one of the abstracts in our text, and then you answer these questions. So I'm going to show you how you create a forum. So I'm going to click on our class introductions. We're going to start a new thread. I'm going to click on that. And let me just say, so I'm going to put in my introduction. So just before I got online, I got my introduction. I'm going to copy and paste it in there. So right here, here's the information on me. And for those that might want to add a picture or something, the way that you do that is you come in here, click that little triangle, computer. I'm going to choose a file. I'm clicking on that. And I know this is in download area for me. I thought it was. Excuse me while I find that file. Not finding my intro. But I'm going to just show you how you... So just say this is my intro right here. I'm going to click on that. Choose the file. I'm going to upload that file. I don't want to duplicate that. So you just upload, and then it will put it right on the bottom here. For some reason, I can't find that file with my introduction in it. So at this point, I'm going to leave it just with the text. I'm going to post that, and right there, there's my introduction. Now, after you do your initial introduction, I want to comment on that. I'm going to click on that, come down to the bottom here, reply to thread. And you might say, nice to meet you, Kevin, or, I might jump on to everybody's or anybody's introduction and say the same thing. So that's about it. A couple other things I'd like you to do, and I'll be sending out a video midweek. I'd like you to come in here, come to content, click on syllabus, and in here is the syllabus for our course. My contact information is right up here. That's my cell phone. If you want to call me, that's fine. I have no problem with that. You can send me an email. You can send me a text. If you do call me, I ask that you please just leave a message, because if you're not in my contacts, you all know how that works. It's not going to come up as a number that I know. So just give me your name, ask me to call you, and I'd be happy to call you. So here's the syllabus for the course. We go through the description, learning outcomes, the assessments. So these are the assignments. Here's how I grade the assignments. And then we have the topics and the reading. So really, this is the course schedule. As you can see, we're in week number 1, Introduction to Research Literacy, Information Literacy, and Writing a Review for Inaction Research. That in a nutshell is what we're going to be doing this week. The grading, university policies, plagiarism, all of the above. So I suggest you don't have to print this off. I like to have a paper copy of the syllabus. But in the meantime, I'd like you to just explore. Let me know if you have any questions. If you don't see something that you think you should be able to see, you can't find something, please reach out to me. This is a 7-week course. We cover a lot of materials in a short period of time, and the last thing that I want is for anybody to get behind on the materials. Just a moment on my philosophy on teaching and on this course. I truly believe that everybody that's in this class brings something to the table. Yes, I have some specific knowledge on research methods, adult education, my doctorate's in those subjects, but I am here as a co-learner. I'm here to learn from everybody, and how everybody does in this course affects me deeply. So I really want everybody to succeed. So if at any time you're struggling, you can't keep up with the work, if something doesn't make sense, even in my video or my written materials, please reach out to me. Your success is really important to me, and I thank you for being here. So that's enough for me. I do apologize. I said 10, 12 minutes. We've gone 17, and expect midweek this week I'll have something on the syllabus in a little more detail. Just one final thought. I will be holding probably 2 optional Zoom meetings, but at any time, if you want to have a personal Zoom meeting, please let me know. We can set it up. Sometimes it's just best to see people in person. So good luck this semester. I wish you the absolute best, and I'll see everybody online.